afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this rainy day. Happy Wednesday. Let me light that up. Hope this video come across your page. And find everybody in good health, strength, and more so blessed. I'm back on here because I got to give a CPS update and also talk about my journey as far as finding us a place to live. Still out here. Today I'm riding shotgun by myself. Maybe a little later me and my daughter will go back out later. But right now I'm by myself. First thing, I told y'all that CPS took my son in March, and it was wrong. And I think I'm gonna make them, own up to that mistake when I get settled. I had to go to court this Thursday, but the juvenile officer put in a motion to dismiss the case. In my opinion, it's because they never had a case to begin with. Anytime you want to build a case against someone using the fact that they missed 23 to 25 doctor's appointments and going back 3 years to get that number, you ain't rocking with no salt. None. And as far as having a public defender, I was the best lawyer I can have for myself because I never gave that woman one chance to speak in court. Not on my behalf. Now, the last court, was it the last court date? No, the court date before the last one we had, that's when I made a YouTube video with her and the judge telling me to shut up. Why? The stuff you speaking like you state. Like you the one got a case against me, lady. No, I'm not gonna shut up. And yes, I didn't want her from the first time I met her. Why? Because she made not one attempt to meet with me before that court date. She already had it in her mind that she was going to continue. Why? Why continue when you never even tried to hear my side? Why put in a continuance when this stuff could have stopped the day I got my son back from the very first court hearing we had in March? But she never made no attempts, and still hadn't made no attempts to talk to me even after that, up until she left voicemail on my phone, which I will play for you all later, maybe in another video, because I don't have my second phone with me to record in also, unless I can find a way to add a clip. I really don't know how to do all that, but yeah, I want y'all to hear it. And they said in order for the CPS to close their end of the case, I have to have one more home visit on Thursday at 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay, do that. Because the longer y'all prolong it, the better my case is going to be against them. So, do you, boo? Do you, boo? I can even play the 2 voicemails from my husband's public defender that called twice yesterday. They made this draw out as long as they can, as when they knew they didn't have a case. I told them them and the judge to his face. They ain't got no case. Why? Because if you really look into the file that I was served with through the sheriffs, the day after they took my son, look on there for yourself. It shows that yes, it was missed appointments, but it was also canceled appointments due to whatever doctor my son was going to see that day was canceled on their end. And then if I did cancel an appointment, I at the same time, right after canceling, I will always reschedule to make that appointment up. Oh yes, it's gonna still show a missed appointment for that day, but it also shows that I rescheduled. It made it, his folder wouldn't be so thick if he wasn't attending those doctor's appointments. And that's what I intend to prove to whatever lawyer, will represent me in court to sue all involved, including the judge. I want the judge included in it because he is as crooked as a barrel of snakes. And he's in cahoots with the state. And the state and the public defender are the same people, if you ask me. I never got legal representation through the court. Never got it. I'm still waiting on it, if you ask me. But I bet you that lady getting paid for a job she didn't do. Her name was Miss Harris. Harris. Commonly spelled Harris. They never discussed the case outside of us showing up for a court date. Oh, my husband, public defender, he was the same way. But yet, right when we at the courthouse, when we would come in, he would take my husband into the hallway and discuss some stuff real fast. But there was no meeting of the minds before the court. None. They still don't know me. All they know is what medical files they pull from the hospital. Oh yeah. I know, before I say this, I'm already on it. Vengeance is the Lord. But you know what? The pen is mightier than the sword. I'm not going to fight them physically. I ain't in a position to put my hands on nobody. But can I help pick up a lawyer, pick up a pen and put in a lawsuit, or type on a typewriter, or however the computer, whatever they use? Oh yeah, they have nothing. And then when they took my son out the home on that following Wednesday, because it happened on a Monday, 2 days later, he had a doctor's appointment. I'm the one who made the doctor's appointment. The night they took him from my home, they took him straight to the hospital, to the ER. They performed every test possible for over 2 hours. My son was fine when they removed him from my home. There was no emergency services rendered to my son that required him to be admitted into the hospital. There was no immediate danger to his life. So why y'all do it? Why didn't y'all just bring him back home after y'all took him to the ER then? Why did y'all make me play this out for almost 3 months? If it wasn't 3 months. My math ain't mathing today, but yeah. But I bet you I got all my paperwork in order. I bet you I'm going to keep all my paperwork in order, because this is where you need a lawyer. Like I said, If you're going through CPS, don't let them people put no fear in your heart. Don't let them deter you from fighting for your kids unless, and I do mean unless, you know you a bad parent, ain't trying to be no parent, and whatever you got going on outside of being a parent is more important than being a parent. Leave them kids right where they at. Leave them kids right there at. And go ahead and live your life. But don't hurt and harm no child. But if you know you love your kids, and there is no better mother and father on this earth that could parent your child, get up and fight. Get your butt up and fight for your kids.